Yo, what's going on, YouTube? I'm alive and well. We're outside the gym right now. We're about to do some shoulders. Yes, I drove far to come to this gym because I'm up at a good time today. And this is a big gym. Like I'm up. It's 11:30 right now, which is pretty early for me, considering how late I was getting up the past couple days and the past weeks. This is early, so I wanted to beat the rush. And this is a big gym, so I was hoping because it's so big and we're kind of early, hopefully there's not going to be any people really, and we can just get a nice isolated shoulder session, with no interruptions, with there's not a lot of people. But yeah, my days have been ridiculous because my sleep schedule just got completely obliterated because I was going to the gym late night. I really made a little habit out of going to the gym at like 2 a.m. or, maybe I'll get there at like 1 a.m. or something like that. And my sessions might last till like 3 a.m. But I was still taking a pre-workout. So when I'd get home, I wouldn't be tired at all. And at first it was okay because I would still get to bed at like maybe 4 a.m., 5 a.m. or something. I'll wake up at like 11, 12 or 1 or 2 p.m., something around that time frame. But then it got ridiculous. I'd like not get tired till like 5 a.m. or something. Then it got to a point where it was like 7 a.m. and I wasn't tired. I'm watching the fucking sun come up and I have no ounce of tiredness. And then it got to a point where it was fucking 9 a.m. and I just couldn't sleep. And ever since that 9 a.m. one, it just completely obliterated my sleep schedule and just completely just messed up everything. So it's been like a goddamn week almost of me just trying to get it back on track and get to bed at a reasonable time and get good sleep. And today was like the first day where it's showing signs of that because I fell asleep at like 10 p.m. but I woke up at 12, like only 2 hours later. And I'm like, wow, the hell did I wake up 2 hours later? Like, this is stupid. And then I tried to go back to sleep, couldn't. So I stayed up till like 5 a.m. and then I fell asleep from 5 a.m. to 10 a.m. So in total, I got like, 2 hours and then 5 hours of sleep. So you pair that, we got 7 hours of sleep, and I'm up at an early time. So I'm feeling kind of good now. I'm feeling like this is the start of just being back on track with the schedule. And I imagine I'll get tired tonight around like 10, 11 p.m. or something like that, or whatever, at a reasonable time to where I can just get good sleep and wake up at a good time, because it was messing my days up. It was messing my days up. So yeah, but like I said, man, we got shoulders. Shoulders is simple. Shoulders is easy. We just got to hit some presses, hit all sections of the delt, front, side, rear. And then for me, I like to do traps on shoulder day as well. A lot of people will be like, yo, why are you doing traps on shoulder day? Because they're located on your back, so you should do them on back day. Me, man, I really don't give a damn. There's no rules to this for me. I can explain to you why I like to do my traps on shoulder day is because when I'm doing presses, I feel my traps get engaged, and when I do rear delt flies, I feel my traps get engaged. So I feel like the traps get pre-exhausted in the process of doing shoulders. So I just like to pair them because I feel them both at the same time. And yeah, I like them for that reason. So traps, shoulders, let's do it, man. Let's get into this gym. Let's see what we got. I'm excited. A new routine. I'm gonna be getting up early now. Fuck those late night gym sessions, man. That's not the way. The gym is empty, but you know what? If you come early enough, I'm sure the gym will be empty too. So I'm gonna head up. I'm gonna aim for the early gym sessions. Like maybe tomorrow, I'm gonna make sure I'm getting up at like 8 a.m. or something like that, and we'll come rush down to the gym and get like an 8 a.m. gym session or something like that. I know we'll be empty on the weekends, but yeah, we'll see. But just getting into the groove of things. Let's go, man. We got 90 days to bulk. You know what I'm saying? We got 90 more days. Well, 89 more days. Yeah, let's do what we gotta do. Yo, yo, yo. All right, y'all, we starting off with some military press, man. Gotta get the press movement out the way. Because to me, that's the most important one. Okay, that's the compound. You gotta have compounds for like every body part you're hitting, man. You gotta hit compounds for them, okay? And for shoulders, The best compounds are your shoulder presses. The most difficult one is probably standing dumbbell press. I don't feel like getting to the dumbbell racks today because, you know, people be crowded on the dumbbell racks, so we gonna do the military press. Barbells. Always like to warm up, you know, bar only. And then my style, if you watch my last vlog, I'll go over my style again today, you know, show you how I do my style for shoulders. Pyramid sets. So we start light. We start at the smallest, the lowest leg of the pyramid. Yo, and if y'all anything like me, man, military press is fucking heavy. So we start light. We start with 25s because increasing weight on military press is like a bunch of big leaps. So we're gonna start light, 25 pounds each side. Just to get your form warmed up, you know, you gotta find a nice stretch, you gotta find a nice contraction, and you gotta take that path throughout every set. So find it with some light weight first, and then when you increase the weight, you can keep the same form and the same path. Boom. All right, second set. We got 45 pounds on each side. This is still like a warm up, you know, this isn't, you know, it's not a working set, I would say, but still good work though. Now, to me, this is where shit starts to get heavy, son. Like, you could add 10, and that's a cool little jump. That's not bad, actually. But when I get to adding that 25 after this, that's where shit just got heavy out of nowhere, man. But let's do that. Since we're bulking, we're trying to put up good numbers. Let's put a 25 pound on there. Our third leg up the pyramid. We got 185 on the bar. This is a working set for me because this shit just gets heavy for me, man. Like, people be asking, what's your bench press? What's your bench press max, man? Fuck that. What's your overhead press max? That's where the fucking strength is really at. That's where I'll really be impressed. Wow, I went back and counted. I actually got 6 reps. I didn't even notice that. That's actually, I like that. That's not bad. So what I did right now is we're on the 4th leg of the pyramid, which is probably going to be the top of the pyramid. I added 10 more pounds to each side. So now we're at 205, sorry. And I believe it's going to be the top of the pyramid. I'm expecting like 2 or 3 reps. And that's when you know you're at the top of the pyramid. You can only hit that shit like 2 or 3 times. But to me, 2 or 3 reps isn't gonna be enough volume to like really feel like I completed a set. So I'm gonna be forced to do a drop set. It's like checkmate. It's like, man, you know that's not enough volume, so we're gonna have to drop the weight and do some extra. So let's see what we got. So I'm drop setting. So I take the 10 pounds off first. That was tough, but we'll do one more. Strip the 25 off. And now this is where we can get some real volume, because 135 we can actually get a good amount of reps in. But your muscles are mad pre-exhausted, because obviously we just did 205, 185 again, and now we burn out for volume with 135. That's solid work. Whew. So that, my friend, is how you do the pyramid style of lifting with our shoulder press here. We each set we increase the weight going up the pyramid. Then we got to a weight we can only hit like 2-3 times. That's the top of the pyramid. And then we come rushing down the bottom of the pyramid for more volume. So it's like on the way up, you get like your strength reps, and on the way down, you get that volume to really just boost the pump. Because sometimes going up, you're only getting like, the weight be so heavy, you're only getting like sets of 6 or a set of 3. And it's just not enough volume to give you like a really good pump. So what you got to do is come back down the pyramid with lighter weight and make up for it and get a pump on the way down. You know what I mean? So you're like the best of both worlds. I learned that from Mike Rashid. That's how we got to give it up. All right. Let's move on to some dumbbell side lateral raises. Okay, so it's a new movement, so we got to warm this pathway up as well. Just because we hit the presses and you feel warmed up, your shoulders feel good. To me, it's like, we're doing a new movement, so we got to find out the best pathway for that movement as well. So I like to start with something light, like some 30s. 30s is a good start for the bottom of the pyramid for me, and we'll work our way up from here. Whew. 35's up next. '40s. Heavy, but we got some good reps. Might have got like 7 or 8 of those, which is good volume. So we can go up to like 45 or 50. We can try that. But sometimes when you make like that next leap, like for me, I know 50s, even though I just hit like 7 or 8 of that, sometimes 50s is just, I can't even get like one quality good rep. Like sometimes they just feel like half reps or something like that. So I'm gonna try to go up, but this very well could be like the top of the pyramid. Because it's like some lifts are like that, where it's like, I just hit that weight 8 times, and if you try to go up a little bit, for some reason, it's like you can barely even get one quality rep, because gravity, bro. Those 50s, gravity just be taking them down. But we'll try it, okay? Because this is set number 3. We can jump up to 50 and see if we can get like 4 good reps, and then we can like drop set it back down to 40 to get more extra volume. All right, let's see what we can do with these 50s. Let's see if we can defy some gravity. Whoosh. Heavy. We'll drop set to the 40. Squeezing out 6 more would be beautiful for a total of like 10 reps, Cool. So we did 4 with the 50, about 6 with the 40. It's like a total of 10 reps. And I'm gonna tell you something. For some, lateral raises can be like an awkward movement. I know when I first started out, they felt very awkward to me. So one thing you can do to really figure out how to hit the desired muscle with those is the negative. Slow your negative down. Really fight on the negative and let it stretch out. And it kind of awakens the muscle. And then you just follow the same route up. And you just use the muscle. You try to use the exact same muscle that you felt on the negative. Like you fight it on the negative and then just try to follow that exact same path up. And I find that it helps you just keep that muscle activated the whole time, and it teaches you how to use the muscle to also bring it up. Because when gravity's fighting, you just resist it, it like automatically fires up that muscle. But sometimes when you're just starting the workout and going on the positive, it's like your body doesn't know what muscle to activate to actually get it to the top. So sometimes there's a lot of confusion getting it up on the positive. But on the negative, I find if you fight it, it activates the right muscle, and then just use that same muscle and follow the same path exactly up, and it kind of teaches you how to use the right muscle. In this case, your side delts. So that's a good way to practice it. And you got to do that with light weight, because if it's like 50s like I was just doing, very hard to fight the fucking negative on 50s because the gravity just pulling them shits down. So I could have even benefited if I did like 25s or something at the end, but I'm done with that shit, man. We're gonna move on to something else. Let's just do some front plate raises to get the front delts a little bit. You know, knock out like 4 sets of these. You know, you've always got options with workouts. Like I think a better workout for front delts is like doing some front delt dumbbell raises. But you know, we just hit the side delt raises with dumbbells, and you know, I like to be creative. I like to switch it up, you know? So sometimes I'll just do just that. Another really good one for front delt is the single arm cable raises. I like those a lot. But like I said, man, I switch my workups up like week to week. I do whatever I'm feeling on the day. And you know, these are just fine. So, you know, you got options in the gym. So just do whatever you're feeling. You know, sometimes you don't gotta do the best workout, because you just gotta chip away, bro. Like everything's efficient. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the dumbbell raises have been like 10%, 20% more efficient. Who the hell cares, man? These are still efficient. If I chip away and I'm doing these every session and I show up long enough, I'm still gonna make gains. And if I can still make it feel good and, you know, feel the stretch on the negative, feel my front delts working, then this shit's still effective, you know what I'm saying? So as long as you can make it feel good, find the stretch on the negative, find clear contractions on the positive, it doesn't matter what workout you're doing, the shit's gonna be working, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like to switch it up, because I like to do what just keeps me coming back. Like if every time I came to the gym and I had to do front delt raises, you know, maybe I'd bore myself out. But the fact that I've got different options to go to, you know, just keeps things fun, it keeps things fresh. And yeah, it's no big deal, you know? So yeah, we got 3 more sets of these. Whew. All right, done with those. All right, we good off those, man. 4 sets of the front plate raises. Now, some people will tell you that you don't got to do front delt raises because they're like, oh, when you do your press, you already hit your front delts. But it's like, you know, a little extra work never hurt nobody. To be honest, when you're doing the presses, it'd be hitting all heads of the damn shoulders. So it's like, would you not do your side raises? Would you not do your rear raises? It's kind of bogus to me, because if you consider other workouts, like, hey, if I hit chest and I'm doing bench, it hits my triceps, it gets my triceps activated. But does that mean that you skip all your tricep workouts? Or when you do squats, you know, you get your quads, but does that mean that you stop doing leg extensions? You know what I mean? That's the type of logic I be thinking about. So it's like, man, if you want to get your shoulders elite, you know, you got to blast all heads of that shit. You know, leave no stone unturned, and you'll know you did everything you could to get the best physique possible. So that's my take on that. Just put some extra work in, man. It never hurt nobody. Let's, we still got to do some rear delts. We got to do some shrugs, but let's change the location, man. Let's go hit this little private room up. Now, like I said with the last workout, man, you got options. You got options. You can do these with dumbbells, but for me, I find when I do them with the plates, I just feel it the best. So, you know, sometimes I'll do it with dumbbells, but for me, it's just like, I like how the plates be feeling. So I got 10 pounds, and I got 25 pounds right there, just ready. And we're gonna do these rear delt flies. Keep in mind with what I said about the negative. The negative will teach you how to hit the right muscle. So if you're having trouble trying to activate the desired muscle you're trying to hit, refocus on the negative and just resist the weight on the way down. And like I said, it'll force the right muscle to activate, and you just gotta figure out how to use that muscle to bring the weight up. So let's bang these out. See, like when I do those, I be feeling my traps get involved too. So that's why, like I said, that's why I do traps on shoulder day. All right, so now we're switching over to the dumbbells for 30s because they don't have 35-pound plates in this style. They got those ones right there, but those just a little too big and clumpy for the form I'm using. So we got to switch over to dumbbells, see what we got with these. You see, I followed the same format. We started at the bottom of the pyramid. We increased the weight each set. So we did 10, 25, 30, and now we're at 35. Let's drop set. Triple drop set. Whew. Those last ones will feel the best. Those last ones are gonna feel the best because even though it's the lightest weight, you just exhausted your whole fucking rear delts. So it's like, even with the lightest weight, they feel really, they still feel heavy, but because they're still light, you have the best form with it. So you can feel for the best stretch. You have the best control. You'll feel like the best contraction because like the muscle is so awake now. It's like, you know exactly where it's at. You've pinpointed exactly where it's at because it's so like fatigued and you just feel it really good. So even though it's the lightest, it feels heavy and you have the best control. So those last ones are usually the best if you ask me. That's where I feel it the most. And to me, that's where the gains are at. So that's why I like to do drop sets and things like that, because just because you burnt out with like the heavier weight, it doesn't mean your muscle's fully burnt out, because you can still drop the weight and do more reps. You can still drop the weight again and give more reps. And you can follow that up to the end. Like if I kept dropping it, you'd only get that in the feeling even more. Like we could have done 5 pounds and you'd have been feeling that shit and you'd be like, oh, those are the best reps. So yeah, keep that in mind. That shit's important. Moving on to shrugs. This is my third set. Did 1 plate, 2 plate, 3 plates right here. Let's go. Fuck. That should be so heavy for me, bro. My grip just always gives out. If I had some straps, I could do more, but the grip, bro. We gotta drop the weight, man. 3 plates was the top of the pyramid, you know, because we only got 5 reps. We could have stayed there, but I didn't feel like they were the most quality reps either because my grip was really giving away. So that's like, yo, it's like checkmate, bro. You're forced to go back down the pyramid if you want more quality. So it's like you ain't got no choice, man. You gotta drop the weight. So that's what we did. Now we got 2 plates on and a 25. And you can always get nasty and do your drop sets. Whew. Don't be scared. Don't be scared to do your drop sets. Whew. I'm telling you, those are the best reps that you're gonna get out of all your sets. Because when you're like heavy and you're at the top of the pyramid or going up the pyramid, the shit be heavy and your body just be spazzing, trying to get the weight up because it's so heavy. But when you come down the pyramid, I keep saying this, when you come down the pyramid and you're at something like 1 plate at the end of everything, your body isn't spazzing, but it feels heavy because your fatigue, it feels heavy, but your body's not spazzing, so it can just perfectly just focus on form, and you feel just perfect reps, perfect stretches, perfect contractions, but it still feels like heavy weight. So it's like, to me, those are the best reps. So like I said, don't be scared to drop set, bro. Do not be scared to drop set. That's when you got the best mind-muscle connection and you're getting the best reps. And you can't get to that feeling unless you go through all those sets prior. So sometimes you're like, hey man, I did 4 sets, I'm done. But it's like, no, you just scratched the surface, bro. You gotta do a couple more to really get the bang for your buck for what you just did. So like, you just entered the zone. Don't be like, oh, I did 4 sets and now I'm done. It's like, no, stay there a little bit longer. See what you can scrape out of it. And that's what we just did right there. So the game over, man. That's really the end of the shoulder day. We did our press, compound, we did the side delts, front delts, rear delt, all raises and flies, and then we just did our shrugs right there. So a complimentary thing you could do if you're really about it, you could do another press, like another press variation. Why would I say to do that? Just so it's like, yo, you can seal the deal. You can just smash everything in one last time. Now that's up to you. I used to do that every shoulder day, but I've kind of gotten away from it, to be honest. I don't really know why. Maybe it's out of pure laziness and I'm like, fuck, I don't feel like doing another press. Maybe that's what it is. So maybe we can break the bad habit today. We'll see, I don't know. See, I'm still acting pussy because I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we did it. We picked a press, and for me, it was fucking handstands. You know what I mean? At the end of a shoulder workout, pretty brutal. We did 4 sets. I burned out each time. I did like 5, then like 4, and then I did 6 twice. So we almost did like 20 reps total. Not bad, okay? If you can't do handstand push-ups, you could do handstand push-ups against the wall. Or if you wanted to take fucking handstands completely out the equation, go do some goddamn seated shoulder press machine. That'd be a good press finisher as well. But yeah, pick your poison, okay? If you really want to be about it. If you're having that conscious in your head, like, damn, did we do enough? Are we bitching out? Like I just had. I was like, I gotta do something. So we did it, okay? Good work. Let's see where we're at with the pump. Let's see what the conditioning's looking like. And we'll get on the scale after this as well to see what the hell we were just fucking handstand push-upping. Looking good, man. £213, man. Okay, so yeah, 213 pounds, man. And all I had today was a protein shake. Literally, just made a protein shake and jetted out the door straight to the gym as soon as I woke up. So we're pretty much on an empty stomach, and we're weighing 213 pounds with just the shorts, the tank, and the shoes. So we're probably like 210, 211, give or take. You know, that's the honest weight. So I like that, man. That's bulked up for me for sure. And the shape is still good. We still got the abs intact. We still got some roundness. You know, we got good shape. We're not just fluffy and getting fat. That's what I'm happy about. So that's what I want to do, man. Before I shred, I just want to lift in this state. I just want to hit a bunch of leg days, fucking get the chest up, get the really the legs. I just want to get the legs big as shit. And yeah, I just want to lift in this state, in this surplus, and you know, just get this bulk going to the fucking max. At the end of this bulk, like, I'll probably be like 220. I'm trying to make 220 look good, which is crazy for my height. I'm not supposed to be no fucking 220. But I might not even need to get to 220. Like, 215 might be all I really need to be at, but just making 215 look good. I don't need to just jump up in weight and put on a bunch of fucking weight, because then it'll just be like fat, and that's not really the goal. I want to look lean like I'm looking and just make this weight look good. I don't want to just get to 215, 220 looking fat and shit. That's not the goal. So in 3 months, hopefully we can get to like 220 or something, but make it look good and not just look like unnecessary weight. And then we'll do a crazy ass shred to fucking like 180 or 175 even, and just get mad shredded. And that's when I'm going to be excited, because then I can really dive into the calisthenics again and the body weight training, because you know, when you're lighter, all that shit is way easier. I have way more body weight strength, and I'm way more flexible. So it's like I'm going to keep doing my calisthenics at this weight, and it's almost like it's just added resistance training. You know, whatever I can do with this weight, I'll definitely be able to do it like 180. So I'm just going to keep on training that and getting super strong. So when I do drop the weight, I'm going to be a fucking beast with my body weight strength and the shit that I'm going to be able to do. So I'm very excited for that, and I'm really looking forward to that. The only reason I'm doing this bulk is because I want to bring the legs up and just make them look big as shit, so I can be that dude doing calisthenics with big legs. Because I'd much rather be light right now, but I'm just like, man, let me do this. I don't bulk too often. I'm usually choosing to be shredded because of what I just said. I like to be light so I can do that type of stuff and just, you know, practice the calisthenics and whatnot. So I've been that way for a long time, and I'm like, I don't ever bulk. So I just took like the last 10 months, 9 months, whatever, I guess this whole fucking year, to just do a nice bulk. And it's been that way. We've been around this weight for a long time, you know, so like slowly increasing. You know, like last February, last March, I was probably like 180. I was in that shredded state. And then I just decided, hey, man, what really kicked the bulk off was that I was scared to get heavy, because I was like, I don't know if I would do my handstands and shit if I get heavier. But I was like, just fuck it, man. Get heavy and still do it. Still train that body weight shit, and like just train your body to be able to do it at a heavier weight. And then I was able to do it. I just pushed through that barrier and I was like, no, I can do it. So then I was able to do cool shit even at like 200 plus pounds. And I was like, yeah, let's just keep this bulk going, bro. Because you can still do your handstands, you can still do cool stuff. And then, like I said, when I shred, I'll only be stronger. So I was like, let's kill two birds with one stone. Let's get the body weight strength up and let's build some muscle. And then we'll come back down in weight and just freaking kill it. Yeah, so I need to get home and I need to get some meals in. I might stop at a couple places though, like a GNC to pick something up, and I might even go to the mall real quick to get some new Vans, because my Vans are getting busted. I need to get some new Vans, you know? So, yeah, let's see what's up. And I got the Vans that I was talking about, you know? I just had to get them in the black. And I had to get another red pair. They look really good when they're just brand new, you know? All shoes do, but I don't know, something about some brand new Vans, just really fresh. So we got some Vans, okay? Then what? I went to Target, got some socks, had to get some conditioner. I got some, this is for hair, skin, and nails. You know, what's it? Just like a, yeah, hair, skin, and nail supplement. And then I got a wine, just in case I can't fall asleep tonight. We'll sip on some wine. This dates back to me being a goddamn elementary school. No, even before then. This is like when I was like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, before I even moved to Vegas. My grandma always had these at her house, and I had to get them, man. Because summer's ending, or summer's already over, they had this shit on sale, man. 2 of these right here, it was $5. So yeah, I had to get the Otter Pops. It tastes so good, and I rock with these. I rock with those since a little boy. Okay, we got the almond milk. I got some Raisin Bran Crunch oat with the oat clusters. Some cereal. This cheese was on sale, so I got 4 of these. 4 of those cheeses. Hot tamales, for some reason, have been just addicting to me lately, so I've been getting hot tamales. This we needed. Some Angus beef. Ground beef. Got some watermelon juice. Didn't really need this, you know. A lot of sugar in it, but like I said, keeps me happy. Got an Arizona, keeps me happy. And I got a rotisserie chicken. So all I really needed was the beef, chicken, and the cheese. And you know, I needed some almond milk too, because I did run out. So actually we did all right, man. All we got extra was some cereal, some watermelon juice, and some Arizona, and some hot tamales. So, oh, and the Otter Pops, of course. Yeah, you know, we got our necessities, and we got what keeps us happy over here. You know, an even split. It's 4 o'clock right now. I was probably there at like 3 a.m. because I hit a late night gym session, and I needed to get some groceries right after. So let me show you what I got, man, to complement the bulk that I'm doing. I got it all laid out here. You can't see it yet, but let's go over the protein sources first. So I got 2 chickens. You know, we just got the chicken breast right here. It's kind of bright. Got 2 chicken breasts. These were really cheap, man. This shit was $7.82 and $6.64. So I normally don't eat too much chicken because I don't like cooking it, and when I cook it, sometimes it gets dry. I'll usually buy like the rotisserie chickens that are already made, and I'll like cut it up and make some meals out of that. But that was so cheap, I'm like, you know, felt like a steal, so I got those. I got some ground turkeys. Bam, the 3-pounders. This is 90% lean, and this one's 85% lean. It's not really a big difference, you know, that little extra bit of fat This one has 17 grams of protein per serving, and this one has 19 grams of protein per serving. But you know, that fat makes it a little bit more enjoyable, so it really doesn't matter. I enjoy them both, but yeah, it doesn't really matter. I like to mix it up, I guess. Cool. I got some pork. I usually don't eat pork, not because I'm against it or anything, but I do prefer steak. But this was kind of cheap too. This shit right here was $4, so I was just like, hey man, felt like a steal. When I see things on sale, I just gotta get it. I'm like, this shit is $4. You know what I mean? It's like 4 meals right there. You know what I'm saying? You get me? Eggs. They're cheap again, you guys. This was, I want to look at the receipt. I want to say, now I gotta tell you, because the eggs, damn it, I don't know where the receipt went. Oh, here it is. Let me see how much the eggs were. The eggs were only $7 for 60 eggs. So re-upped on some eggs. You know, just like a couple months ago, these were like $20. You know, when the egg prices were going crazy, I don't know, there was just like a chicken shortage, an egg shortage, whatever the hell was going on. These used to be like $20, and now they're back down to $7. So I should have even bought more, but I don't want them to go bad. You know, I don't want to buy too much and then have them go bad or anything in case I don't eat them. So we got some eggs. Okay, that's the end of the protein sources. These are like my favorite tortilla chips. These are just fire, man. I don't know what it is about them. I love these. So I got 3 bags because oftentimes what I'll do is I'll like mix my protein sources with the chips and have like nachos. So it'll be like ground turkey nachos or chicken nachos or steak nachos. Whatever it is, I oftentimes use those chips as like my carb source. And I'm sure they got fat in it too. So it's just like, yeah, you know, it's just the bulk. But also what tastes really good is if I just mix the protein sources with like rice and still sprinkle cheese on it. That's also equally enjoyable. So when I want to clean it up, if I feel like I'm getting like putting on too much weight or I'm getting like too fluffy, I'll exchange the chips for the rice. But those chips taste so good, it just makes it easy for me to get my meals in. I just really enjoy it. So, you know, meals are usually the hardest part for me. You know, I'm always hitting the gym, but like it's coming home and actually getting all your meals in. And those chips mixed with the protein sources with the cheese on top just always makes it easy for me to get my meals in because it tastes real good. It's so easy to eat. So boom, we got that. I got some spinach for the greens. I go for convenience because, you know, spinach is just so easy to prepare. You can just throw it in a big pot and just watch it all shrink down, and then you just grab some and throw it in your meals when you want some greens in your meals. Very easy. The rest of the stuff is just random. You know, I got some bagels for another carb source. Other carb sources I'll eat is like oatmeal, but I got some of that. I'm eating like my jasmine rice. I got some of that. So it's typically like bagels in the morning, and then those chips or some rice or some oatmeal, I guess. Those are like the carb sources I'm really messing with these days. Or some fruit. I got some strawberries. I got some watermelon in the back too that I haven't cut yet. So it's like fruit is also part of the carb sources that I'll eat. Bam, and I got some popcorn because I think I'm gonna just watch a movie right now. So I wanted like some snacks. And I like to have popcorn on deck because it just tastes good. And sometimes you don't have an appetite. Like I always got an appetite for popcorn, so bam. And then the rest is just complete bullshit. I got some hot tamales, some Mike and Ike sours, some dots, and 2 packs of gum. And then I got that stuff in the back right there, the water, paper towels, and some toilet paper. Yeah, it all came out to like $92. So yeah, I mean, I thought it was a pretty good amount. $92 for all this, I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, man, quick grocery haul at 4 o'clock in the morning. Shit. 213 pounds right now, son. And we still got some abs. You know, I know when I let it go, you can be like, yo, he's a little chubby, but nah, to be honest, you know, when you pull the core in, you look good. So yeah. Late night grocery haul for the bulk. All right. See you guys soon, man. Tune in. Peace.